Take a look at these diamonds, wrong as a life is squinting, can't just stare. We're bae through thick and thin, she already fixed, so I'm halfway there. Brown and bad, could've changed my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters, I just put 9 gal in a sprinter. 100 meters, it won't fit in one SUV.
Hey, what's up you guys? It's your girl Captain Widescreen back again with another video. So today I'm showing you how to do your no foundation makeup routine. This is pretty straightforward for the most part, and I put every single product that I use in the description as well as on the screen, so you guys should have no issues finding any of the products here. So like I've been showing on the screen, you start off with your primer, and then recently I've been doing spot concealing because I just picked up this new Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Chocolate, which is closer to my skin tone than my usual highlighting concealer shade. And it's been very helpful because the breakouts have been on one lately and the acne scars have been acne scarring. So this is not necessarily a step that's needed for everyone, but it is helpful for those who might have a little bit of extra hyperpigmentation or just want to cover up some blemishes. So next up is the powder foundation. This is the only foundation that I use, and I don't even use it really as a foundation in terms of like putting it all over to color my face. I really just use this to set in all of the concealer and the primer that I first put on. I've been doing this for about a few years now. Too Much Mouth, I will link her exact channel down below, but she's the one who recommended this to me, and I don't regret it because it actually helps my makeup stay on much longer. You can use the same step with just a finishing powder or setting powder, loose one. And then, you know, we got to hold them brows down. You see how the micro shading just been looking good lately? Like, this is 1 week healed out from getting them micro shaded for my touch up again, like I mentioned last week. Next week's video should be me showing you that, but anyways, let's get back to this makeup. I'm getting distracted as hell. But yeah, so I'm now on to my highlight conceal. So this is the under eye concealer, and what I use just to bring some balance into the light parts of my face where light tends to typically hit me. And I am a more concealer than not girly. I probably use my foundation, like foundation is 25% of the cream products on my face, and then concealer is another 50%, and then contour is the remaining 25. But you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. And today I also tried to mix in some of my more foundation shade just to kind of make things more even. This is actually my favorite contour of all time. It is actually a bronzer shade, but on me it pulls more cool, so I like to use it as a cream contour instead. And it's really great and super easy to use. Once you warm it up, it's pretty straightforward to do, and I've had mine for a little bit, so I know how to finesse it. Ooh, girl. I'm so sad that the setting spray is discontinued, but it really does have the perfect fine mist to get you your life. The Charlotte Tilbury one, though, that one, she's that girl. And then, you know, you just gotta blend everything out. These brushes will be linked in my Amazon list of like products that I bought from there, but you know, you get the vibes. Anyways, this Say Beauty brush, like bronzing brush, top tier, not gonna lie. I used to use the Fenty one to do this step, and it would never diffuse the product enough for me, so I like it a lot to blend out my face. And of course, you can't forget the jawline, got to get that snatched as well. But you know the vibes. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys kind of watch me blend for a bit, and then I'll come back in a couple of minutes. Okay, now that you've watched me blend my life away, it's time to set my face. I like to use the Laura Mercier Ultra Blur powder. This is like an even better setting, loose setting powder than the original one, in my opinion, for the oily skin babes. So for me, I like to do this to set my concealer into place right away, and then I do eventually use it to set my entire face, because this specific look I was doing for content, like I said earlier, so I wanted to make sure as I was filming under my bright softbox lights that I wouldn't, you know, the makeup wouldn't break down as I'm filming, because I was dancing, I was moving, changing outfits. It was a lot, but we made it through. And I really like this powder because I find for oily skin babes, it really helps to set your face into place. And especially for the summertime, it is my go-to if I have to wear makeup outside and I know that I'm gonna be outside in the sun. So yeah, man. Next up is this Fenty Beauty bronzer. I really like this. I really like this bronzer because it's the right amount of warmth to bring back into my face just to add some more dimension. It is a slightly warmer color than the chocolate cream bronzer. So for me, that combo together just adds the perfect amount of highlights and shadows to my face. So essentially what I'm doing is everywhere that I put cream products, I'm putting the powder product to set it in. So that way everything should stay in place as needed. Oh, and this new product from One Size by Patrick Starr, the Ultra Blurring Setting Powder. I've heard so many good things about the powder itself, but the shade match wasn't the best for me in terms of the darkest shade. So I was very excited when I saw the pink because, as you can see, I wanted to use it as a little light blush under my eyes and just to really set those into place extra. And here I am using my Sephora Micro Smooth powder just to set everything into place. I had to skip a couple of steps because here is my boyfriend wanting to be part of the action as usual. It's not even as usual. He likes to be behind the scenes as much as he can be, but yeah. So I bought this Huda Beauty Empowered eyeshadow palette when the last Sephora sale happened, and I don't regret it. I already needed to buy a new eyeshadow palette because I was using the Topaz Obsessions one, which you'll see a bit down the line. But essentially, I just use like about 3 to 4 shades to get my preferred eye look. I start in with a brown that's slightly deeper than my skin tone to add some dimension and create a wing. Then I go in with an even deeper color than that to add some shadow in the inner corner creases of my eyes, as you can see here. And then I find another brush and go in with some of the lighter shades and figure out what's the right match to add some highlight into the inner corner of my eye, just to sort of balance everything out. This is my go-to look. I don't change it. Like, if I do change it, it's usually just the colors, but the same concept can apply to any colors, and you can do this and it will look hella cute. Highlighter! So I have had this highlighter forever. It's definitely expired and I need to get a new one, but who wants to do that? So I'm just gonna go pick up another Wet n Wild one from Shoppers next time I go. And now we're on to the lips. To be honest with you guys, I did not love the lips that I finished out with for this look, but we did them. I really like that Fenty lipstick in terms of the feel, but it's just not the right color. It blends right into my skin. So I need to get it either in a deeper shade or get a pink. But I love the ColourPop lip liners, the lippy pencils. I am never leaving. They're my go-to gals. So we're gonna be stuck here forever. And I use BFF3 and Pitch. Pitch is just a slightly deeper color. If you guys were around for the Makeup by Shayla collab, when they had BFF4, that one is a better deep brown for me, but I can't find it, so Pitch it was. And this e.l.f. Liquid Matte Lipstick was really just to get the color off from the Fenty. And then I put on this Buxom Full-On Plumping Lip Cream in the shade Pink Lady. Arnell Armand recommended it, so, you know, shout out to the twins because they be giving me all my tips. And then just added in some Fenty Gloss Bomb in the middle. This is the color Bubble Binge. I think it came in a 2-set, but then I added Hazelnuts About You just to sort of add that brown back to sort of finish out the look. And yeah, I love glosses, so I will layer them on as many as I can until like I can't no more. So last but not least, of course, is priming my eyelashes so that I can put on my Fenty Beauty Voluminous Mascara. Your girl's been going through some allergies, so eyelashes have not been her friend, and my brow girl also sells lashes, but she has not been able to get the ones that I've been looking for recently, which is totally fine. Last but not least, set that face into place. So I'm using the One Size by Patrick Starr and the Charlotte Tilbury. The Patrick Starr one I like to use right at the end and then correct any imperfections because you know, once that's locked in, it's locked in forever. It ain't moving for nothing or nobody. So yeah, this is me just adding in. You see that's the old eyeshadow palette that I was using before. Used to use the same looks, 3 colors, and would just put together a nice little eyeshadow look. And I'm just using this to make a little wing right here because I felt like I needed some more dimension along my lash line. But last but not least, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video and want to see more, because I loved it, so I hope you guys do too. Bye!
Bad, gotta change my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters, I just put 9 gal in a